Hello, is your life lacking in action? Do you feel you need to step out of your comfort zone into a wild and desperately wet landscape? In that case, we may have the camera for you, the brand new GoPro 9. So the first thing we have is a brand new box, and no longer do we have that horrible plastic thing that was very environmentally unfriendly. You get a nice cardboard box that you can recycle, and inside you actually get a case. Look! You get a case that shows what it can do. So let's open up and see what's inside. Here we go. Look, everything's in here. Here's your camera. All right. And you get your cable and you get your mounts and you get a brand new longer lasting battery. And so what we've got here is a 20 megapixel sensor. It's 5K. And it'll do 4K at 60 and it'll do 1080p at 240. It's waterproof, I believe, down to about 10 meters, which is certainly deep enough for me, and it has voice control. If such a thing were ever needed, that is now here with this. It's got 8 times slow-mo, and you can have data and all sorts of nonsense. It can do 1080p live streaming, should that be your bag. And it's got something called Time Warp 3.0, and it'll do super photo and HDR. It'll even do RAW. It's got a touch screen at the back, as you can see here, and it's got a webcam mode, and it's got, most importantly, I think, Hypersmooth 3.0, which is their very, very good stabilization. And you can see it's still the same tiny shape. If I was to delicately open this up as in for you here and peel that off, get rid of all these lovely pieces of plastic that keep it nice and smart. I believe you can also change this glass front now. You can replace. So should you break that, you can actually swap that out for a better version. Start stop here, and then you've got fold out, which is as with the 8. You can fold these out. These come here and you can keep them like that, which is quite a nice touch. So if you want to connect it to something, you can, but you can fold them back in. And there's going to be a new media mod bracket which is going to have audio, just like on the GoPro 8. So all in all, a decent upgrade. I think the biggest change is probably the 5K sensor and the options that gives you, and the standard color appears to be very, very nice indeed. I'm going to take it out and give it a play and see what we get and report back. I think the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to trying, as I said, is the stabilization. So see you soon. So here I am using the screen on the front to check that the camera can see me as I run around, obviously just using the stabilization, the super boost in camera. You don't want to see me anymore, so let me show you a better view. Pretty impressive. It's actually stopped raining for about 4 minutes. Obviously you can see my little bit of a bounce because I'm literally holding it in my hand. I'm not doing anything else. If I slow down a bit and just hold it a little bit clever, just try and take some of the boost out of it there, walk with less of a bounce, actually becomes even more impressive. There we go. Now we're going to switch to 4K in about 2 seconds. So this is 4K cinematic 25, not with an extra boost on, but just the normal boost. As you can see, that's still very, very good. I'm not even using the highest bit rate, just walking along very gently, and I'm using GoPro color, not doing anything special whatsoever. If anyone wondered why you wanted an ND on the front at a 50th, there's your answer. You do need an ND on the front. And there we are back in auto. So we're on auto now. But what I have done is I've flattened it off. So I've taken GoPro color down. This is flat, all right? So I've managed to make it as cinematic as possible. I've taken the sharpening right off as well, so I can sharpen later on if I need to. I've taken the sharpening right down, and that's quite a nice 4K image for me to then play with later on. Nice colour. Looks good on the screen. Full zoom, this is the wide. As you can see, that's 4K wide. 4K with the zoom. 1.4 zoom in the 4K. This is 2.7K super wide. To show you the super wide view, should you require that. Just for fun, this is 1080. So we've gone from 4K to 2.7 to 1080. There's the 1080-50, which obviously you can do higher slow-mo in. And because there's no substitute for resolution, gone back to 4K in flat, so we can see how that grades up. And I think that'll grade up very nicely. Nice bit of light on Tower Bridge. Yeah, it's quite a nice scene. You've got flowers, and you've got nice clouds, and you've actually got a proper camera crew over there. So there we have it, the GoPro 9, a fully featured action camera. It's taken a step up in quality. You can get all the accessories that you know and love and fit it on here. You can stick it onto proper cameras, so you can have a wide POV and a tight view at the same time, and it still has that even better, incredible stabilization that saves you from getting the gimbal out of the box. So yes, lots to recommend it. I hope to see you soon once the weather has passed. Take care.